The king is back. The king is back to spit facts. All right. So, we're going to talk about Attack on Titan's first episode. So, it was brought to my attention that apparently, and I don't understand this, so in the comments, just help me understand if you agree with what this person's telling me. So, it's brought to my attention that Attack on Titan has the best first episode in anime. And you might ask yourself how. And that person's reasoning, and I literally predicted that person so easily. I was like, you're probably gonna say it's because it foreshadows stuff that happens in the future, right? So that's basically their reasoning, because it foreshadows things that happen in the future. And I debunked that. First of all, I said as its own episode, it's not a good episode. As its own episode, and I'm not talking about things that it foreshadows in the future. I'm talking about as its own episode, it's not a good episode. First of all, the pacing is very bad. It starts off super fast pace, like the entire season or the entire series as a whole. It's super rushed. But the first episode starts off super fast paced. The audience doesn't have time to breathe, and so don't the characters. We're not even introduced to the characters properly. We're introduced to like what, two characters, being Eren and Mikasa. No other character. We're not introduced to any other character. I mean, we're introduced technically to Eren's mom, but like I said, Aaron's mom just gets killed in like 5 seconds. So it's like you don't have time to get to know a character or get to even care about a character before they die. Like I didn't. Who cared about Aaron's mom before they died? Nobody, because the character wasn't fleshed out. It was just we seen the character, we knew it was Aaron's mom, and then she died. So that's A. And then B. Um, like I said, Um, so I'm reading my notes. So even though the first episode foreshadowed things later on in the series, that doesn't even matter because Isayama, the author, ended up changing the story anyways to where most of those things didn't even matter. So, like I was saying, like, I mean, first of all, if we want to be real, any anime can foreshadow things, but it depends on, will that anime stay true to what it, what it sets up. So what it puts as like a ground rule, because Isayama ended up retconning the story, and the things that he a lot of things that he foreshadowed in the first episode, like when Aaron's mother died, it was brought to our attention in the recent chapters that Aaron ended up being the one who killed his mother in the first place. So it didn't matter. It was a retcon anyways. That didn't matter. And like I said, as an episode, it wasn't good in itself. We got to know the character, the main characters' names. That's it. We didn't get to know much about them, how they, how they are. Aaron was being a dick to his mom. His mom dies. There's a bunch of mindless Titan action, breaking walls, Titans eating people, and that was the first episode. So I don't understand how that could be the best first episode in anime. But the reasoning behind why this person says that is because, like I said, it foreshadows things. But like I said, any anime can foreshadow things in a series. Any anime can foreshadow things. Even Phantom for Requiem foreshadows pretty much what happens at the end of the series, and it doesn't retcon itself. It doesn't do any of that. It foreshadows what happens at the end of the series, but that's the reasoning as to why Attack on Titan is quote unquote has the best first episode in any anime. And I guess, first of all, like I said, it isn't even a good episode, and it definitely isn't the best first episode in the anime. So we debunked that. And then what else do I want to mention? Um, what else? I mean, that's pretty much the little topic I wanted to tackle. That I really wanted to touch on. Um, like I said, give me your thoughts. Share your thoughts. Um, you know, reviews coming soon in the future. I just got done reading a bunch of Chainsaw Man. I don't have volume 6, unfortunately. Like, I have volumes 1 through 7, but I don't have volume 6. So I'm probably just going to read volume 6 online because I'm going to purchase in the future anyways, and I don't feel like waiting. But yeah, like that's another reason why I don't want to read manga too fast, because it's like if I'm missing a volume, then I have to wait. So, and I got through like what, hella volumes super quick. So basically, I'm gonna read volume 6 online. I don't, like I said, I don't own it yet, but I'm gonna read it online until I purchase it. It, like I said in my past videos, when I ordered it on Amazon, it got, for some reason, canceled. Like, Amazon just canceled my order. Like, it was, I literally had it ordered for like for months. It said arriving in like October, right? I had it down for like months. I ordered it back in like maybe June or like March, and it just randomly got canceled recently. So I'm not gonna be getting that until late, I guess. Maybe I'll reorder it, and I won't order it on Amazon. So that's that. But yeah, like, let me know what you think about this topic. Let me know what are your thoughts. If you can somehow convince me on why it's the best first episode, then tell me why. Because I just, enlighten me. Because I just don't understand. And like I said, that reasoning isn't a good reasoning. Foreshadowing, I've already explained this, and I'm pretty sure, if you, I've already explained this in my videos, but if you go watch Snob's videos on like foreshadowing, he explains it perfectly. But foreshadowing isn't what makes a story good. Like I said, you still have to have good writing and good and well written characters and all that to make a compact good story, right? And you have to have ground rules. So whatever rules you lay down in your story, you have to follow those rules. You can't end up changing those rules in the future. Like for instance, right? So, and this is, I guess this is a nitpick, but for instance, the scene where and this is going to be the last thing I talk about or touch upon before I end this little, I guess, rant off, or this little episode, right? The scene where Aaron is in the little cave, and what is her name? Historia is confronting her father, right? When she's confronting her father, and she ended up, her father ended up licking the Titan serum, right? He ended up licking the Titan serum off the ground, right? This is honestly, it isn't a nitpick, because if you think about it, it's like, doesn't that kind of contradict the rules? So you need an entire serum injected into you for a Titan power, right? But her father literally licks part of the serum, not even the whole thing. Not doesn't even lick and swallow the whole thing. Just pretty much licks a tiny part of the serum and transforms immediately. So you're telling me that they couldn't just save Armin and Erwin with one serum and just break the glass and they both drink it, but instead they only get to save Armin, but this guy gets to lick part of the serum and transform? Does that make sense? Like, I'll play the scene. I'll play the scene right here. And actually, let me see. Where is it? Let me find it really quickly. Where is it? Right here. All right. So I'm gonna play the scene really quickly.
I know the answer why. It is just a stupid and cheap way to keep your overpowered power from breaking the world. Well, until it does. So yeah, the first king keeps them from using it. Because they deserve this. And Gigak thought this was a you go girl moment. If she didn't reject him, then Historia would have been a fucking villain. So as you see, Historia brings the whole bag because somehow she knows it has keys. Then we see one lick can apparently send you into Titan mode, which only makes you wonder
Okay, wait. I'm just gonna let this play through, actually.
how the one dose they have later can only change one person. But whatever. So the dad goes Titan, and it's so massive that the
Like, does that not make sense? Like, does that not make sense? But anyways, I'm gonna leave off there. Let me know your thoughts on this video. I think this was a well crafted video. Like, I didn't have to try. I didn't try too hard on this video, but I think this was a well crafted video for bringing in open discussion and hearing, so I can hear your thoughts and what you think. So let me know. Let's have a little discussion. I'll reply to all the comments. I usually always reply to comments. If not, I'll like them, and I still keep them in mind. Maybe I won't reply to them, but I do keep them in mind, and I do either mention them in future videos or reference them, or I pretty much do what you guys should suggest most of the time. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. You know, comment, subscribe if you like my content. Also, dislike the video if you dislike the video, right? Dislike the video, like the video if you like the video. You're only helping the algorithm. I've said this in the past. And peace is back to spit fact. Yo, so alright, this is a follow-up video to the last video I just dropped. Yes, this is a double upload, but this one's gonna be even shorter. That one's was about like 10 minutes. I was just ranting. This one's probably gonna be like around 3 to 5 minutes, hopefully. So you know how I was talking about like how first episodes, you guys know if you watched that video. So apparently it was also brought to my attention that and I was like, okay, so if Attack on Titan has the best first episode, right? Then I was like, how is it good, right? So I questioned them, I said everything in that last video, but I was like, well, if all this mindless action is good to you, then why is Hunter x Hunter's first 3 episodes bad? And the reasoning behind that they told me why the first 3 episodes of Hunter x Hunter was bad was because it was slow pace. Because it wasn't a bunch of action going on in the first 5 seconds and a bunch of, I guess, quote unquote hype. I guess hype determines quality. Now, I like to point out a few things about the first few episodes of Hunter x Hunter, the first 3. The reason why I like them and I think they're well grounded is because it sets up first, it introduces us to the characters. So it does that, check. It introduces us to you know the goal, the main goal. So Gon wants to meet his father and he wants to find his father, right? So it introduces us to the characters. It introduces us to the story we're going to be following, and it makes those characters, first of all, it makes those characters bond together. So first it was Gon, it was Gon, Karapika, and Lerio, right? And it introduces us to these characters. They come close, they get to know each other, they bond, they want to do the hunter exams, so they go in to sign up for the hunter exams, to see if they're worthy enough to do the hunter exams, right? So it lays down rules, and the episodes aren't necessarily interesting, and there's a lot of like a lot of I guess things happening on the screen, like just I guess in terms of action, but it's interesting in terms of, okay, this is what we're gonna get ourselves into. Isn't a ton going on, just random things here and there. It just lays down its ground rules and it starts off slow paced. Like I said, in my past videos, there's a difference between things starting off slow and starting off bad. If something has to start off slow and gradually build up to something, that's fine. But if something is starting off bad, then why not watch something that you've enjoyed from the beginning, right? So my question is, if you found the first few episodes of Hunter x Hunter bad, then why would you keep watching in the first place? That's just my question. Because I'm not gonna be the one to tell you, oh, you haven't watched. Like, let's say, okay, and I was watching a Young Defiant stream. Yes, I watched Young Defiant. I was watching a Young Defiant stream, and he pointed out something very, very important. He was saying that, well, he watched what I think 500 episodes of One Piece, right? And it never interested him, right? So the fans would tell him of One Piece, the fans of One Piece would tell him, well, why did you watch so many episodes if you didn't like it? But those are the same fans who are going to say, well, if you dropped it after what, around 20 to 50 episodes, you didn't watch enough. So if you don't watch enough, it's a lose lose. If you don't watch enough, they're going to say, well, if it didn't interest you, then why did you watch it? But if you didn't watch enough, they're gonna say, well, you should probably keep watching episodes. You don't know enough. It doesn't get good until such and such episodes. So it's like it's a lose lose situation. But yeah, that's the video. That's all. This is like I said. This is all for open discussion. Um, I wanna start an open discussion with this. And just let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Comment, like, subscribe, dislike the video, like the video, whatever. If you like the content, subscribe. If you dislike the video, dislike the video. It helps the algorithm. If you like the video, like the video. It also helps the algorithm. You're just giving me views. Like I said, I do this for fun, and I like interacting with people and getting to know, like, okay, building a community and stuff. So yeah, do that, and peace.